Something strange happened just days before Nina Dobrev's picture-perfect romance with Shaun White crumbled. Out of nowhere, she posted a cryptic TikTok, lip-syncing to an audio about women trying to fix their man, complete with 3 construction emojis. At the time, fans brushed it off as harmless humor. But once news broke of her shocking split from Shaun, that video suddenly looked like a warning sign nobody saw coming. When Nina Dobrev and Shaun White first got together, no one saw it coming. She was the star of a hit vampire series, and he was the snowboarding legend with 3 Olympic golds under his belt. On paper, they couldn't have been more different, yet that contrast made their relationship fascinating to fans. The story of how they met almost sounds like a rom-com. Back in 2019, both were at a Tony Robbins event, and later at dinner, Shaun assumed waiters were approaching him for photos. Instead, they asked to snap a picture with Nina. He didn't even realize she was a celebrity at first, which made their connection feel surprisingly down to earth. What started as a casual encounter soon turned into one of Hollywood's most talked about romances. By the time the world caught on, Shaun and Nina had already become that couple, unexpected, a little quirky, but impossible not to root for. By early 2020, whispers about the pair started spreading online. Fans noticed both Nina and Shaun posting photos from the same spots in South Africa, though neither mentioned the other. Internet sleuths quickly pieced the puzzle together, and speculation exploded across social media. When the pandemic forced everyone into lockdown, the couple stopped hiding. They went Instagram official, sharing playful at-home moments that gave fans a rare peek into their private world. Suddenly, what began as a rumor became a full-blown quarantine love story, and people couldn't get enough of it. For 2 stars from completely different worlds, their chemistry looked effortless, and their feat together gave fans the impression this wasn't just a fling. Something real was happening, and the world was hooked. Once the relationship was out in the open, Nina and Shaun didn't hold back from showing love in ways that melted fans' hearts. When Shaun competed in his final Olympics, Nina wrote on Instagram that she was in awe of him, calling him the GBOAT, greatest boyfriend of all time. It was more than just a post. It was a public declaration that she stood by him through one of the biggest chapters of his career. The 2 quickly became red carpet regulars. Their debut at the London premiere of Top Gun, Maverick turned heads, especially from fans who had no idea they were even together until that moment. Every appearance seemed to strengthen the image that they weren't just dating. They were building a real future together. Behind the scenes, their sweet tributes to one another painted the picture of a couple genuinely in sync. From birthday posts to inside jokes online, it all gave off the vibe that theirs was one of those rare Hollywood romances that might actually last. Then came the moment that sealed it, their engagement. Just before Halloween in 2024, both Nina and Shaun dropped matching Instagram posts, revealing he had popped the question at a New York City restaurant. Fans went wild, convinced this was the ultimate proof they were endgame. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. After years of watching their love story unfold online and on red carpets, the announcement felt like the natural next chapter. Overnight, Shaun and Nina transformed from a surprising couple into one of Hollywood's strongest bets for a happy ending. In an industry where relationships collapse almost as quickly as they form, their engagement was a rare piece of good news. People believed they'd cracked the code: love, loyalty, and a bond that seemed unshakable. But behind the picture-perfect smiles, cracks were already starting to form. Fast forward less than a year later, and the fairy tale came crashing down. On September 11, 2025, people confirmed what fans had already begun whispering about. Nina Dobrev and Shaun White had ended their engagement after 5 years together. The official line was that it was a mutual decision, made with love and respect. But the news blindsided their followers, especially after Nina appeared at the Toronto International Film Festival without her ring. For a couple that seemed so solid, the sudden split didn't add up. Almost instantly, questions began swirling. How could 2 people who looked so committed, who had shared so many milestones, decide to walk away just months after promising forever? Fans wanted answers, and rumors started filling in the blanks. At first, the explanation seemed simple: 2 people growing apart. But the whispers quickly turned into a tangle of conflicting stories. One source claimed Nina was ready to settle down, wanting marriage and kids, while Shaun wasn't on the same page. According to that version, she was heartbroken because her vision of the future didn't match his. Then came another account, painting a very different picture. Friends insisted it wasn't just Nina pushing for a family, both of them wanted it. They said the split wasn't about commitment at all, but about timing and pressures that outsiders couldn't see. The mixed reports left fans confused and divided. Was Shaun really unwilling to take the next step? Or was there something deeper neither of them wanted to reveal? The truth stayed buried, but the uncertainty only fueled more curiosity. Just days before the breakup hit the headlines, Nina posted a TikTok that sent fans into detective mode. In the clip, she lip-syncs to an audio joking about women trying to fix their man, ending with a line that he's got 10 other women trying to fix him too, and capped it off with 3 construction emojis. At first, it looked like harmless humor, but once news of the split broke, the video suddenly felt like a red flag. Was she sending a message about Shaun? Or was it just unlucky timing? The post quickly gained traction, with comments flooding in from fans convinced it was a subtle dig at her fiancé. Some even claimed she'd been hinting at problems for weeks. Whether or not it was intentional, the timing made it impossible to ignore. Just days before the breakup hit the headlines, Nina posted a TikTok that sent fans into detective mode. In the clip, she lip-syncs to an audio joking about women trying to fix their man, ending with a line that he's got 10 other women trying to fix him too, and capped it off with 3 construction emojis. At first, it looked like harmless humor, but once news of the split broke, the video suddenly felt like a red flag. Was she sending a message about Shaun? Or was it just unlucky timing? The post quickly gained traction, with comments flooding in from fans convinced it was a subtle dig at her fiancé. Some even claimed she'd been hinting at problems for weeks. Whether or not it was intentional, the timing made it impossible to ignore. After the announcement, the signs of change were impossible to miss. Nina showed up at the Toronto International Film Festival without her engagement ring, confirming what insiders had already told the press. Days later, she returned to Instagram with a tender photo, surrounded by family and holding her young relatives close, a quiet signal that she was leaning on her inner circle for support. Shaun, on the other hand, took a different route. He limited comments on his most recent post, cutting off the flood of speculation, and threw himself back into his public life. He made an appearance on Today to discuss the upcoming Winter Olympics, but carefully avoided any mention of Nina or the breakup. Fans scoured every detail for clues, but neither side offered answers. The silence only deepened the mystery, leaving everyone wondering what really went down behind closed doors. In the end, Nina and Shaun's story proves that even the most picture-perfect romances can unravel without warning. From sweet tributes and red carpet debuts to a surprise engagement, they looked unstoppable. Yet within months, it all collapsed, leaving behind cryptic posts, conflicting reports, and a silence that spoke louder than words. Maybe it was timing. Maybe it was clashing visions of the future. Or maybe the truth is something only they'll ever know. What's certain is that fans are still searching for answers, and the mystery of what really happened between Nina Dobrev and Shaun White isn't fading anytime soon.